Well, let's learn how to enter a new patient. So what you want to do is go to the patient management suite and ultimately get to the main patient screen. If we take a little search around here, we'll find that it has the fields for a patient, such as their name, address, city, state, zip, which clinician they prefer, which clinic they go to if they have significant others, what their generic hearing loss type is, how they came to us, any generic notes about this patient, any balances due to us that they have, whether they're on a recall schedule or not, such as you want to see them every 3 months for wax, for example. All of the appointments that they've had with us will show up here, and any hearing aids that they have will also show up here. So this is the main working area to first of all enter a patient, and second of all, as time goes on, to take a quick glance at how they sit. So to enter a new patient, down on the bottom here there's a new button, so you just hit new. You'll see that some fields auto-populated. One was patient status, it became active. You'll also see that the label is underlined and starred, and in Prism Connect, if there are any fields which are required, they'll typically be underlined and starred. And this is the main area here on the patient screen, because we really want to track and make sure that names, addresses, city, state, zip, phone numbers, for example, are filled in correctly. So let's enter this patient. We know who he is. He's Andrew M. Anderson. His nickname is Andy. His address is 3215 North 1st Street. And he lives in apartment 214. And I know he lives in a city called Wayzata. And so I'm going to type in Wayzata here, and this goes to the United States Post Office, and it'll show you all of the zip codes which are in this city. In this case we have only one, so I'll hit accept. That auto fills in the city, the state, and the zip. And I really recommend that you have your front desk people do this, as when we're trying to do mailings we see too often cities misspelled, wrong zip codes, and ultimately you can't mail your own patients. Another way to look up is if you know the zip code from the patient. If they say, hey, I'm 55391, you can enter that, hit tab, and then all the cities within that zip code will pop up. So we know in this case it's Wayzata, so we'll just hit accept and it auto loads it. Next is the phone number. We can enter that here. Cell phone number if we have it. Email. Once again, we recommend totally to get email addresses if you can. Sometimes it's difficult with our age of our main patients, but the days of email marketing are coming. So please try to get them if you can. Work number, gender. In this case, I know it's either female or male, so if I can just enter an M here and it'll pull it. Otherwise, I can pull the click down list and click on it. Date of birth is a required field, so let's put that in. And you notice you need the 4-character century. Clinician, I have only one clinician in this database, and that happens to be me. So I'll select me. We'll add more as we go through this training series. And I have 2 clinics here. Something I've called OddServe, and then something HHC Hudson. And OddServe auto-populated this list because I am assigned to OddServe, and I am the one who logged into the system. So if you're logged into a different clinic and you went to put a new patient in here, it'll auto-populate this. So a significant other, her name is Bessie, and she's the wife. So once again, I can just hit W and it'll pull wife, or I can go and select from the list. The last required field is the referral source. How did they come to us? And we want to select that. Let's say they came in direct mail. I could mark the piece of here if I wanted 40 or something. Okay, here's the piece. I could mark who referred them, and if I had patient or physicians in here, I could actually select a physician. I don't have any here at this stage of the game. We'll add some in as we go, and basically that's it. And I just hit OK. So that wrote all this information to the database. The patient ID is number 1, and that's because it's the first patient ever put into this system.